It's raining and I got stuff to do. Interesting day today. I videotaped myself teaching for the first time, so I have to look back on that and see how that went. What my program does is we have to do a video analysis, and so we have to record ourselves teaching, and then we have to watch it back, and then we have to write down like things we observed and everything. So I used a GoPro for the first time. I think I might be hooked. I actually really like using a GoPro. But I have to see if I can get the footage off the GoPro. I plugged it up to see if I could import the video earlier today, and it didn't act like it wanted to. So hopefully I can get the footage off that. It's not too bad. I checked it out from my school's library, my college, university's library. And so it's not due back until Friday, or yes, Friday, because today's Wednesday. And so I have an extra day to try and get footage and stuff that I can use, but hopefully this worked out and I got good footage, but we'll see how that works. But yeah, so I get to watch myself back and see how it goes. I think the first footage I did, I think, was pretty good. The second one will probably be like, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that, blah, 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 blah. But it's gonna be weird to like watch myself back and like tear myself a new one. Like, should I be nice on myself, or should I like tell me how I really feel? I don't know. We'll see when I look back on that. But because I was videotaping myself, I'm just gonna say that that's the reason this happened. In my second period, the power in the school went out. So there's probably like a good 5-10 minutes where the lights are out and the kids are trying to take a quiz. And so, yeah, that was interesting. But they finally came back on and we were able to get through everything, and we did get through, we didn't get through all the notes. We have to do some catching up next class, but we got through most of the notes and it was all right. But yeah, so the lights went out today. So that should be fun to look back on. But yeah, so in that class, they were pretty good for the most part. They were better than they were the last time I had them. And they were making comments as to like, I think one of the kids was trying to say they were the best kid in the class or whatever, something like that. And I was like, actually, usually you all are pretty good. They were like, oh, last class it didn't seem like that. And I was like, well, last class was pretty rare. Like, to be honest, usually y'all are the good class. And last class, yeah, y'all were off the hook, but I think that's out of the norm. And so hopefully me saying that was kind of like, oh, she likes us. Oh, we need to keep up the good work. I don't know. I let them know. We'll see what the seed does from there, whether it goes into a weed or a flower. We'll see. But I told them. And for the rest of the class, I mean, they were manageable, but they were kind of talkative. I think they're getting a little too comfortable with their new assigned seats. So I'm not going to change the assigned seats, but we'll have to do a lot more proactive classroom managing. So, and my co-op's like been out of the room more often now, and so it's like on me to like make the decisions and stuff. And for the most part, I'm good. Like if it's decisions that have to do with stuff I planned, I can answer it pretty well. But if it's decisions to do with like the last unit or like a couple classes ago, I'm like, wait until Mr. Ryan gets back. Like, I'm not too sure where he is. So it's going pretty good though. So there's nothing bad to say about it. I'm surviving. I'm doing good. I actually have to finish the lesson plans for tomorrow. There's a bug in here, sorry. For tomorrow, and well, I don't have to finish the lesson plans. I know what I'm doing. I just have to put the activities together and like in my head make sure I know what's going on. And I have to put the notes page together. So I have a lot of stuff to get done tonight. So I'm about to go get dinner. But my classes went pretty good. The second class I had was nice. I got a lot of grading done. Like I'm caught up in grading now. I got a lot of grading done in my last planning period. And so it's one of those regular old days, more productive days than it seems. I guess I got a lot done, so that's good. But I still have a lot of work to do. So we'll see how we get through it. thankfully, the couple classes ago, we did the Pacific Theater of World War II. And this next class is about the European theater of World War II, and I'm basically just setting it up the same way. So hopefully I can kind of borrow from the last notes page and make that happen like that. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm having them do a lot of notes, and then we're gonna do a Risk activity, like the board game Risk. Somebody made a web app or like a website on this website called Scratch. And it's of specifically the European theater, and it's for World War II. And I was like searching all week last week and all weekend to find something that they could do, and I found this in like one sitting a couple days ago, and I was like, well, where was this all my life? Like, so it worked out. So they're gonna do that for like 20 minutes because it takes a long time to get through a round, and then I think what I'm gonna do is have them in groups, and then have each group have roles. So like somebody is your mission reporter, another person is like the mission operator, and different things like that. And so I have to figure out what I want to do for my sociology class. Well, not figure out, I know what I want to do. I just have to put everything together. Like I have the ideas, I have lesson plans outlined, I just have to put the materials together for them to do. It's always that struggle. And so we're going to keep talking about the conflict theory of education, and we're gonna have a big discussion, and we're gonna get like horseshoe shape and talk about our feelings and do all that. So it should be a pretty interesting class. We'll see how, we got a new student and he's kind of talkative, so we'll see how everybody deals with that. But that's pretty much all I have, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Remember, make today great. My roommate is creeping right now. Oh my goodness, make today great.